Welcome. Today, we're going to step away from all the politics and really dive into something deeper, something spiritual. We're talking about the call to defend innocent life, a call that's all about courage, trust, and our fidelity to God.
So let's start with a question just to kind of frame our thinking here. Are you looking for a way to really align your own conscience with God's heart when it comes to the sanctity of life? If that's you, then you're in the right place. That's exactly what we're hoping to explore together.
All right, so where are we getting all this from? Well, our whole reflection today is grounded in the Church's liturgy for a very specific day, the day of prayer for the legal protection of unborn children. And you know, this isn't about what you see on the news. It's not about protest signs. It's about something way deeper, a spiritual call for our hearts to change, for healing, and for real, persistent prayer.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this spiritual call, we've got to go back to the source, right? We're turning to the Scriptures. There's an amazing story in there that gives us a kind of blueprint for how to act.
In the first reading for this day's Mass, we meet three main characters. You've got King Saul, his son Jonathan, and of course, the young hero David. And their story, man, it's this intense drama all about envy and what it really takes, the sheer courage to protect someone who's innocent. So, right at the center of this whole mess is King Saul. He can see that God is doing something amazing through David, but instead of being happy about it, he just gets eaten up by envy and pride. He gets so scared of losing his throne, his power, that he makes a terrible decision. The innocent David has got to go. But then somebody steps in. And get this, it's Jonathan, Saul's very own son. He sees what's happening, he sees the complete injustice of it, and he knows the danger David is in. So he makes a choice. He decides to stand right in the middle, right between his incredibly powerful father and his innocent friend.
And right there, that's it. That is the heart of what we're talking about today. Jonathan becomes a defender of life. He literally risks it all to speak the truth to someone in power. And by doing that, he stops an innocent person from being killed. He is our scriptural model, the one we can look to. So what's the bigger picture here? I mean, this isn't just some old story from history, right? It's way more than that. It's a really profound look into the spiritual battle that's always going on inside us, the battle between fear and trust. Now, this is really cool. If you look at how this breaks down, you see the spiritual dynamics at play. On one side, you have the things that threaten life: envy, fear, pride. But notice how we overcome them. It's not with more force. It's with something totally different. Trust in God, courageous action, and just sticking to the truth, no matter what. And the responsorial psalm for this day, it basically hands us the antidote to all that fear that drives injustice. It's this simple, powerful line: "In God I trust, I shall not fear." I mean, that's it. That's the foundation for any kind of moral courage. It's the prayer you say when you feel threatened, but you refuse to give up hope. Okay, so how does this ancient story connect to us, right here, right now? Let's bridge that gap and link it directly to why we even have this day of prayer in the first place. And here it is. This is the main takeaway. The unborn, they are the David of our time. Think about it. They're totally innocent. They are completely defenseless. And they are counting on us, on you and me, to be their voice, to be their Jonathan, to be the ones who speak up and act for them. And listen, this isn't just some nice, pious idea we came up with. This is a core, non-negotiable teaching of the Church, anchored in the gospel of life itself. The Catechism couldn't be clearer on this. It says human life must be respected and protected, absolutely, from the moment of conception. So we've got Jonathan as our model from the Scriptures, but we also have a real-life historical example. Let's talk about a saint whose feast day is today, a man who lived this message all the way to martyrdom, Saint Vincent of Saragossa.
So, St. Vincent was a deacon, and he flat out refused to go along with the unjust, violent demands of the government. He basically became a walking, living protest against what was happening. And through his life and his death, he proved something incredible, that fear has absolutely no power when you've entrusted your life completely to God.
Okay, this brings us to the final and honestly the most important part. What does this all mean for us? Let's talk about our own call, our own vocation, to be courageous witnesses and to take action. All right, so the key here is that this isn't just about thinking nice thoughts. This call requires real, concrete action. So here are 3 things. First, pray. That could mean offering your Mass, a rosary, or even fasting for the protection of the unborn and for a change of heart in our world. Second, speak. Just commit to saying one word of truth, always with love, in a moment where it would be way easier to just stay quiet. And third, defend. That means making a conscious choice, today, to be a witness who stands in the gap for those who have no voice.
So, as we wrap this up, the hope is that this wasn't just information for you, but that it was formation, that it shapes you. Let God's word clear up your vision and really strengthen your courage. So go from here and be that witness. Carry this truth with you like a shield. In God I trust, I shall not fear.